And they're like, oh, things are going really, really well. We're trying to figure out a thing here and there. And she's like, is it true Cody said he wanted it to be the size of the old Mid-South North American title? And it's like, yep. And if you ever Google the Mid-South North American title, there's a picture of one of the guys that won it, and it's taking up his entire chest.
I just wonder, going back to the Ali situation, I wonder how they're going to write her off of Impact.
I don't know.
Because, most recently she was recaptured by, what's her face, Rosemary. Trying to give her, or trying to get her soul back.
From
because that's why she's doing the whole Dark Alley thing.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes me wonder how they're going to write her off. But hey, she puts on good work. I personally think that for the longest time, Impact misused her.
Well, she did that stupid, Maria's assistant stuff for, 2 years.
Exactly. And I think this Dark Alley thing actually really worked for her. I really liked her in that role. I dug the work. I dug the face paint. So let's see what All Elite does for her. So that'll be cool.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, we'll see if the title belt ends up being that big.
Yeah, it's literally. Like I said, I saw a picture of a guy holding it over his shoulder, and it's taking up almost his entire chest. It's huge.
I just think that'll be too gauche, too gaudy.
Gauche.
Yeah. But hey, maybe they've got all the money.
So the Ring of Honor Anniversary Show was last weekend,
and I haven't watched any of this. So
I watched it. In the middle of the show, they're just like, "Oh, we just heard Jeff Cobb challenged Will Ospreay at MSG title for title."
So that's television title for
versus Never.
Ospreay's Never.
Mm-hmm.
That'll
also,
be a good match.
They had Roosh versus Bandito, and Dalton Castle watched that match with the commentary team, and then he challenged Roosh for an MSG match. So we're gonna Dalton Castle versus Roosh, because Dalton Castle's been down in the dumps since losing the ROH title, and then they had the 6-man titles for a bit, and they lost those, and he's been on a losing streak.
Wasn't he also injured for a long time?
I think probably so too. And so he's like, this is the kind of match I need to see to get the fire going again. And so he's challenged Roosh. So it's Dalton Castle versus Roosh at the MSG G1 special thingy. Matt Taven and Jay Lethal for the title went to a time limit draw.
Wow.
It was nuts.
So Jay Lethal kept his title.
So Jay Lethal kept the title.
He's been champion for 3 years now.
He's broken all the records. He passed Samoa Joe's time as champion, and then somebody else had the most defenses. He's broken all those records. But at the MSG G1 Supercard, it's going to be Lethal defending against Taven and Marty Scurll in a ladder match.
Oh, Jesus.
Because Marty Scurll had won something late last year, and he has a title match. And then Taven, getting that tie, has a title match. So they're going to have a ladder match. Which is going to be really awkward when that match is halfway on the card. Then again, the Taven Jay Lethal jumped earlier in the show, because Taven came out and was like, I'm going to fight you now! And so they did. So that's going to be weird. And then the main event ended up being Briscoe Brothers losing the tag titles to PCO and Brody King from Villain Enterprises.
Jesus Christ.
But they still said that the title versus title match at MSG is still going to happen. So it's going to be PCO and Brody King versus Gorillas of Destiny, ROH versus IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championships.
Oh, poor Briscoes. They had the title for 2 weeks.
The last time they could have done it. Oh, also at the TV tapings, the freaking Villain Enterprises won their 6-man belts. Won the ROH 6-man belts. So
they've got the 6-man, The
tag, and then maybe the world in 2 weeks. Yes.
God damn. Marty Scurll knows how to put it together.
Whoop whoop.
Now they just need somebody who can compete for the television title.
Yeah. Or if they can like make Jeff Cobb move to the dark side.
Oh God. Jeff Cobb becomes Matanza on ROH.
So there's like a lot of title versus title matches. So like, I gotta imagine they're not gonna all be fuck finishes or ties. So like, there's gonna be some people with 2 titles for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, you look at who's here. I mean, who's gonna work Japan?
Well, it's like I could see Jeff Cobb Jeff Cobb winning the Never would be okay.
That would be okay.
Because one, it's the Never, and 2, he does work New Japan. So
right, and then Jay Lethal has worked Japan. Marty Scurll has worked Japan. I don't think Taven has. So I could
not in a long time. Not since Bennett was around and they were together.
So I could see either one of them winning the title.
Well, then again, that title is just for the ROH World Title. That one.
Oh yeah. All right, that's not the title.
But the tag ones, because like I don't think BCO or Brody King's been in Japan at all.
Right, and I can't remember the last time I saw God in ROH. It's been ages. So that one might end up as a fuck finish or something. Because I can't imagine either of them going back and forth. I don't know. That'll be interesting, though.
It will be interesting. It's going to be a damn good show, and I'll tell you what, not this episode, but the episode after this one, we're going to be previewing like 20 shows.
Seriously.
I just saw an update of the Joey Ryan's penis party card. Holy shit. That's going to be a damn good show.
You have that. You've got TakeOver. You've got the MSG show.
There's 2 Joey Janela spring breaks happening. Then there's like the WWN Super Show. There's a Shimmer show. There's a Stardom show. I'm legit going to watch at least 10 shows, and WrestleMania will not be one of them.
Jesus Christ. I will be watching WrestleMania because I'll be in Jersey and I'll be watching with my brother, but...
Your brother who had just got married the day before?
No. My other the next brother in line.
The next brother in line.
Well, my brother is getting married. He's the oldest of my younger brothers.
Yeah.
And then the brother that I'll be watching WrestleMania with, he's the second oldest of the youngest.
The second oldest of the youngest?
Of the younger brothers. I've got four younger brothers and a younger sister, so.
Mm-hmm. That's fun.
Yeah. And then our last bit of news, Impact has a new developmental deal.
Yeah, they're back with OVW. They were with them a few years ago.
Yeah. I was surprised to read this because I honestly didn't remember OVW leaving them. Or they left OVW. I don't remember any of that. So I was kind of surprised, to read, oh, they have a deal again. I was like, oh, all right, cool. Because I kind of assumed that's where they got like their partnerships with Ohio versus everything, everybody, and Callahan and all that. Because I know they all worked there. At some point or another.
I have no idea, and I have no idea who they would decide to put down there or whatever. Because they seem to be okay with just putting anybody out there. Maybe they'll be more discerning in the future.
I think this is more along the line building people up and not sending people down. So I think they needed talent because I think they have talent leaving.
Well, yeah, now there's AEW.
Yep.
They have to worry about getting people away from them, too.
Exactly. because they don't want to lose. Well, I mean, let's face it, they're gonna be north in the U.S. whether they like it or not.
Well,
And that
they've already taken a step back with just AEW being announced.
Yep, and that would be arguing that their product is better than Ring of Honor, which I could argue it's not.
I just saw, like I said, a Ring of Honor pay-per-view, and it was pretty much fire the whole way. Ring of Honor had a pretty bad 17 into 18, but I think they've turned things around now.
Historically, I've only ever had two problems with Ring of Honor. One, their camera crew is shit, and two, their sound crew is shit. Outside of that, they put on great wrestling matches. They've got a great roster. They've got great talent. Everybody knows what they're doing. It's just, when they film or when they broadcast for their pay-per-views, they look and sound like shit.
Hey, it's better than what the fuck they're called. I don't remember what they were called, but they literally, their commentary on the shows where they literally had the commentators go over the PA system in the building.
Oh yeah.
And it was, I forget the name of the company, because they put on fire shows. Like, every show was a fucking home run. Every match fantastic. Great people. Fantastic shit. But that freaking, the commentators over the PA system in the building.
Yep.
And that's how you got it. And then the cameras picked up that audio. Oh my god. Oh, that's the same company I saw. They put on a show in a quote unquote back room of a bar, but the back room was technically a patio, and that patio was barely big enough for the ring to fit in. So we're talking about putting on a fire show for about the 5 people that could fit around the ring.
Pretty much. Which is a shame. But yeah, so that does it for our...
Yeah, that's it for the news. So now it's time for segments. But first of all, let's give our shout-outs to our Patreon patrons. They are, Glenn Kukin. He's one of them.
Oh, you don't say.
We got Andrew Whitaker, Jeff Trelowitz, Jay Winger, and of course, Adrian Cotton, who brings us the next excerpt of his book, The Organized World of the AWO. Did you want to read it?
I was wondering the same thing. I can read it.
Okay, because I'm about to do all of POC.
Yep. All right. So this one is quoted as the greatest wrestling company no one has ever heard of. So normally during this segment, I would tell you the origin story of one of the characters that's part of the AWO roster. However, this week, it occurs to me that I haven't really told you what this book is or what it's about. So I've decided that that's exactly what I'm going to do. I heard someone say, if you don't like the way a company is being run, start your own. So in a way, I've done that. See, the AWO is a company that I've created, and I'm vividly describing the events that took place on the AWO's television program, Big Time Players. The book that's on sale now is the first in a series of episodes that it features 3 matches described from start to finish, pre-fight interviews so that you get the idea of who's competing, and commentary from Marcus Ryan and super stud Marcus Ryan. Pro wrestling has never been presented the way it's being presented here. So scurry on over to Amazon, get yourself a copy of AWO Big Time Players Episode 1, The Beginning of Change, and get started on a journey into the world of the Alpha Wrestling Organization.
Woohoo!
So yeah.
Self-insertion.
So get your butts over there and go pick that up.
Pick that up. All right, everybody. I think.